Partners have to psychologically be prepared to maintain an intimate relationship. Some people don't want to be in relationships because of devotion to school, work, or self-growth. Also, they could find relationships to be distracting or psychologically threatening. Previous life experiences might cause fear for emotional closeness, preventing intimacy. Selecting a partner is based on many different aspects. One is proximity. People are most likely to be intimate with someone who lives nearby. Further, similarity is also important. Ideal partners are similar in age, religion, race, education, social background, attitudes, values, and interests, which all affect intimacy. Finally, physical appearance is another major aspect. It provides cues about who is a desirable partner. Attractive people are thought of as kind, understanding, and affectionate. Being with someone attractive enhances one's social status and self-esteem. Developing intimacy can sometimes be difficult, but is important in any healthy relationship. Intimacy is a feeling of closeness, trust, and openness with another person that tells us that our innermost self can be shared without fear of attack or emotional hurt, and that we are understood in the deepest sense possible. Most of us want our intimate relationships to give us feelings of warmth and familiarity, and with the other's thoughts and feelings. This act of sharing goals, aspirations, strengths, weaknesses, and physical and sexual desires is known as self-disclosure. In the beginning of a relationship, people often talk about sports, weather, professors or other students, and ask questions that are asked to many others, such as, where are you from, and what do you do? Eventually, when couples become more comfortable, they begin to talk about personal history, life problems, hopes, fears, and other more sensitive topics that make people feel more vulnerable. Intimacy develops through a progressive and mutual revealing of innermost thoughts. I'm here with my friends Jess and Taylor, and I'm going to ask them some questions about their relationship. So give them a nice warm welcome. 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 So my first question for you guys is, how do you show intimacy in your relationship?
Well, we like kiss a lot and snuggle. I think she won't judge me most of the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she thinks I'm weird sometimes because she just rolls her eyes a lot, but...
Okay. So, do you know a lot about each other's personal lives?
Yeah, sure, like, I know she thought it was cold yesterday. And she's got this one coworker that annoys her. Well, I don't know what his name is though. What's his name?
His name is Jim for like the millionth time. It's fine. I said, but do you ever listen to me though? Like, I don't know. All I know is that she likes to dance, and that's a big deal for life.
So, what do you think is the most effective way of communication in your relationship?
We kind of argue with each other, and nothing comes out of our conversations when we're trying to figure things out together, you know?
I mean, yeah, that's like kind of true, but like, at least we both know how each other feels at the end of it.
Now, last question. What do you think goes wrong in communication in any relationship?
Well, I don't really know. I feel like maybe because people don't talk enough, so like that's kind of bad. But like with us, I feel like sometimes you talk too much, so then we just kind of should just be our own people sometimes. But
Yeah, we talk sometimes, but we mostly just, do our own thing.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and we'll be back soon.
So one thing in a relationship is establishing commitment. The state of usness occurs after self-disclosure, in which the couple feels like they have formed a special friendship or a loved relationship. So the three major aspects of establishing commitment. First is an action, pledge, or promise has to occur. This could be an announcement of intentions explicitly. Through a promise, culturally, we feel bound to our promises, so it is likely we will not break them. Second, there must be a state of being emotionally compelled. This involves emotions like love, comfort, caring, and relief from loneliness. Last, there is a third one. There must be an unwillingness to consider any partner other than the current one. There should be rewards in the current relationship that exceeds any other one.
Communication. Communication is a symbolic process of creating and sharing meaning. At the heart of communication is an individual act that involves
imparting a message to another person to share information or feeling, to coordinate behavior with an individual or group of people, or to persuade someone to do something. Sending clear messages. A clear message is one in which the symbols represent as closely as possible the sender's intent. Clear messages are best delivered with the I statement. When using the I statement, you are referring to yourself when speaking to another person. You statements, which begin with the pronoun you, as in you always or you are, which is referring to the person you are talking to. Effective listening. Effective communication requires both talking and listening. Effective listening is important because the listener not only takes in what the speaker's message is, but also establish the physical and emotional context for communication. The listener must also communicate that the message was received. Expressing anger constructively. When you're angry, you can communicate with your partner that a situation bothers you, but you have to stay calm and communicate to the person what is triggering you. This could be if a situation made you mad, you could let the person know what your feelings are and think of a way to compromise of the situation. So I'm here with a few of my friends, David and Amanda, and I'm going to ask them a couple questions. So here they are. So, how do you guys show intimacy?
I mean, we like don't.
We don't get along.
Really?
Why's that?
I just don't want to touch her. Stuff.
That's. Do you guys know a lot about each other's personal lives?
Well, I mean, he likes to like hang out with his friends and like.
Obviously, all you
Excuse me.
do is nag. I had to get out of the house. It's terrible.
What is that supposed to mean?
How could I be more clear?
Oh, like, excuse me. You don't ever see me anymore. You just hang out with your friends.
Did I not just answer this question?
Oh.
Well, I guess. So, what do you guys think is the most effective way of communication in a relationship?
Anything but nagging, which is all she does.
I don't nag you.
What are you doing right now?
I'm not nagging you.
Nag.
You just pick fights with me all the time.
Nag.
You just fight with me about everything.
Nag.
I'm not nagging you. We are I can't. I'm done.
Alrighty. What do you think goes wrong in communicating in relationships?
Well, I mean, he doesn't ever tell me where he goes. He's gone for hours, doesn't text me, doesn't let me know, comes home late. What?
Nag. All you do is nag.
That's what you do. You don't let me know where you are. You don't
How
tell
about
me.
you just answer the question a little better?
I did answer the question.
No.
No. I answered what he asked me.
Listen, can you ask it again? Maybe she'll give a better answer.
What do you
Excuse
think is wrong
That
in
he doesn't tell.
communicating in relationships?
That he doesn't tell me where he goes. He doesn't. What?
These are personal issues.
What?
I don't know what to tell you.
You definitely are seeing like another girl or something, because you never let me know where you go, where you are. I don't believe this.
Well.
Oh my god, he's lying.
It's life, you know.
Oh.
I'm here with a few more of my friends, and I'm going to ask them a couple questions. This is Jake and Mason. So guys,
How are you?
I'm doing well today. How do you guys show intimacy in your relationships?
We just trust each other so much, and I really feel comfortable sharing my feelings with him, and I know he won't judge me when I tell him my plans for the future.
Yeah, and I really feel comfortable telling my desires, not only romantically, but for the future of our relationship.
That is a great answer, guys. I love that. So, do you guys know a lot about each other's personal lives?
Definitely. We talk all the time about how our day was, our past, maybe family issues. I can tell him about my past and all the crazy stuff I did when I was younger, and he's always so accepting of me.
That's great. What do you have to say?
I really don't feel like there's anything I need to hide from him. We're really open about everything.
What do you guys think is the most effective way of communicating in a relationship?
We're really open with each other, and we listen to what each other has to say, and we come to an understanding of each other's feelings and work out our differences.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of heart-to-heart conversations, and we work out our differences and thoughts and feelings.
Great. So, what do you guys think is wrong in communicating in relationships?
I would say that thinking someone is assuming someone is okay with something when they're really not, and you should feel bad about that.
Yeah, definitely. We always make sure to agree before making a big decision.
Here are 5 steps that should be taken before beginning any new relationship.
Step 1. Understanding yourself sexually as well as emotionally. It is important to understand yourself and what makes you happy. If you don't, you are likely to expect the partner to know you better than you know yourself, which is a fantasy. It is important to be aware of your own emotional reactions, or you might depend on your partner emotionally.
Step 2. Believe what people show and say about themselves. If someone treats you in a way that you don't like, it is not your job to change them. Instead, it is your job to develop yourself and continue to grow as an individual.
Step 3. Avoid sextimacy. This is a term that describes trying to emotionally connect to someone through quickly moving into sexual acts. It is very unlikely that you will become emotionally intimate with someone just because you had sex with them. This does not bind you to a person, and if you don't like how they act from the start, they likely won't step up to the plate later on.
Step 4. Separate psychologically from your parents. It is hard to become independent from your parents, but this is a helpful step in allowing you to feel that you can make your own decisions. A romantic partner is not going to take care of all your needs like a parent would, so it is good to become independent so that you do not rely on your partner for all of your needs.
Step 5. Put yourself in new situations. Dating experience is a good way to find yourself instead of working alone to figure out what works for you. It is best to try new things and experience different relationships to alleviate anxiety and find what makes you happiest.